Do you want to learn how to make your very own emotes just like these using Canva and AI? Let's jump into it. All right, so I do already have a video out on how to use Canva natively to make emotes using custom templates in Canva, because if you just look up Twitch emotes, you'll actually see that there are quite a bit of pre-made emotes available on Twitch for you to use, and they're all phenomenal. And so for this video, I wanted to do something just a little bit different. I wanted to start out and use a really cool AI tool and see if we can make some cool emotes. And I actually felt like we ended up making some really nice ones. So let me go and take you through my process. We're going to be using Nano Banana, which is Google's image generation. We're going to be using that to create our images. Now I'm using the AI engine Adobe Firefly just because I have access to it, but you can access Nano Banana in several different ways. There are different AI engines that will allow you to create images using it. And so if you don't have Adobe, you don't have Firefly or anything like that, then look into one of those. There are a lot of those out there. So for this video, we are going to be using Nano Banana. And to create my prompt, I'm actually going to use ChatGPT. And so I'm just going to explain to ChatGPT what I want, and then it is going to write out a prompt for me for Nano Banana. One of the really cool things about ChatGPT is you can actually tell it what AI it is prompting for, and it will customize the prompt for that AI. So if you're using something like Midjourney, it will put in there the different weights and things like that. And in my case, where I'm using Nano Banana, it's going to prompt it just for Nano Banana. And so I'm going to go ahead and write out my prompt. I want it to say something like, write a prompt for Nano Banana for a set of pixel-based Twitch emotes of myself. They should be Stardew Valley themed and have a variety of poses. And then I'm going to look up an image of Stardew Valley characters as an example of the emote style or the pixel style. And so let's just see if I can find one. I like this like kind of headshots version, like this one. This is great. I'm just going to copy this image and I'm going to put it in here. Image as the reference to the pixel art style. The emotes on a white. And then I want to upload an image of myself for it to use as a reference. And so I have this image of myself, and this is what I want to use for the reference. And so I'm simply going to tell it to use the second image of me as a reference for the look of the emotes. Want it to be gray cowboy hats, gold metal glasses, and a flannel. And then I want to tell it the emotes that I actually want. Actually, let's look up just Twitch emotes. And I just really am looking here for the expressions. Like I think this one is pretty customary. You have the hi, the rip, the GG, and I think this one's solid. So we'll just use this. I'm going to copy this. And really, I'm just trying to give ChatGPT a lot of information that it can use in the prompt. We'll say, reference the third image for expressions. I want most of them and a praying emote. Okay. And I'm going to go with that, and I'm just going to let it write out the prompt for me. Okay, looks like my prompt is done. It says, here's a clean Nano Banana prompt you can paste directly. I structured it so the model clearly understands style reference, character reference, expressions, layout, which usually produces better results. See, this is why we use AI to create AI prompts, because it does it so much more in depth. And so I'm just going to copy it. And of course, you could read through it and see if it's exactly what you want. I'm just going to copy it, and we're going to go over here, and I'm actually going to get rid of that. I'm going to click the More button, which is going to open up this section. But what I like about this, I'm going to delete everything that's here. Sometimes it uses old prompts, and these are some of the other ones that we had made. I thought they came out really good. But we're going to paste in our new prompt, and then I'm going to drag in my reference image, which is just an image of me. I just want it in there so that Nano Banana knows what I look like. And so we're going to go ahead and press enter and let it start generating. And it should be noted, if you're using Nano Banana, it is one of the slower image generations, but it creates really, really clean images. And while we're waiting, I can go and show you like some of the ones that it did make as I was working. This was the first pack where I just made the traditional chibi style emote. And as you can tell, it made these very well. I just edited my reference whenever I created this in ChatGPT. Instead of saying I wanted Stardew Valley themed, I just said I wanted a traditional chibi theme, and then I uploaded it. But I thought these came out very, very good. And this is the more traditional emote pack. And so you could easily make those. Let's go back. And there we go. There are our emotes. And I think the one thing is in this pack, let me move over. The words are very small. And so what I could say here is that I want these words to be quite a bit larger. I do think they came out really, really good. I like that style a lot. So let's go ahead and we're going to add an edit. I'm just going to delete all that text that's already there. And I'm going to say, make the words in the images larger and more stylized. And I'm going to also say remove all numbers from the text. And then we're just going to put that in. And of course, if this doesn't work, what we'll do is we'll go back to ChatGPT and we'll go and add in like an edit there. Make sure to, include the words in a large pixelated stylized manner. And so that it ends up doing a little bit better. And so the edits themselves can take a little while, but I will say I'm actually really, really happy with the look of the emotes. Okay, and with that simple edit, seriously, these are insane. These are phenomenal. And so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to download these. And now we're gonna jump over into Canva because at the end of the day, we cannot use this whole sheet as an emote in Twitch. We actually need to make them Twitch size. Now, I believe, and I could be wrong here, I believe that on Twitch, we can now upload emotes in just a square form and then it will resize them for us. I know in the past, we used to have to upload Twitch's emotes in, Twitch emote size, which was, 112 by 112, 56 by 56, and 28 by 28. I believe the newest updates, and I could be wrong, but the newest updates, you can upload basically a square emote and then it will resize it itself. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create it in that square size, but I'll show you how to do the resize if you do need to do that. So here we're just going to hit create on whatever page you're on, just hit create, go ahead and hit a custom size. And we're just going to do, I'm going to do 1080 by 1080. Or I guess for an emote, we can go small. Let's just do 500 by 500. We're just going to hit create new design. And then I'm just going to take that we just created and I'm just dragging it in to Canva. Just like this. Perfect. And I just want one page that has everything. And then I'm just going to duplicate this page. I don't know why I opened it in this way, but whatever. We'll do it. This is fine. We will hit right here and I'm just going to hit duplicate, or I can do Control D. And then on this page, I'm just going to crop in to one. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, what I'm going to do here on the second page is I want to change my background color just for a moment. And then I want to use my background remover to remove the backgrounds to make sure we actually have it on a transparent layer. And that is perfect. Oh, you guys that are just learning design in Canva have no idea how good you have it with a background remover like that. We used to have to do that in Photoshop and it took forever. Okay, so we're gonna grab right here and we're gonna drag this one down and we're gonna drag this up. Basically, we're just framing it so we only have one emote in there, just like this. And I'm gonna make it fill up the square. I think that is solid. I have a little bit coming through here at the bottom, and so we can actually come in. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, Control D to duplicate it. Then on this one, I'm going to come in here to the eraser. I'm going to use my pixel eraser. And I'm just going to erase anything that I think is coming through. I've copied it, so I'm not hurting the other images. And I'm just going to hit done. And so now I no longer have that coming through. Now that I'm on this one, here's what I'm going to do. The really cool trick that we can do. You can zoom out just a little bit. And I'm just going to triple click into here. And now I can actually drag this image over. Just like this. Place it in the center. Click out, and there's my next one. I'm going to go to this one, Control D, go to the next one, triple click in, drag it over. Okay, I can see there's a little bit of I may not even have to erase out of this one. Get it centered in there. There we go. Okay, and so now we'll say I forgot to remove the background, so we'll go and do that before we do any more of these. But just remove the background on them. And I'm just going to keep going. Well, on this one, I'm going to hit Control D. I'm going to go to this one, triple click, drag it over. I might have to delete some out of the prayer emote. We'll see. Something just like that. Nope, that looks great to me. Again, I'm going to Control D. And you guys can see how quickly we are making so many kind of like crazy good emotes. I think right there. I really hate that it's cut off the hat. I think we're going to try to fix this. You know what? This tutorial is going well. Let's see if we can fix it. I'm going to go into Eraser real quick. And let's make that go away. And I want to erase the bottom of this hat that's showing up here. Okay, and I want to erase this whole top emote. And we're going to try to use one of Canva's AI tools to actually finish that, just in case yours gets cut off like this. We'll see if this will work. Okay, just like that. And so in Canva, there is a tool. Let's see. We can go to edit. There is a magic expand. Let's see. Actually, I may not be able to do it this way. I got not. Let's take a screenshot and we're going to re-upload this one. So let's go to my snipping tool. I'm going to hit new. And I'm going to take it right here. And I want to crop it because I want it to be right to the top of the hat. Just like that. Okay. Apply that crop. We're just going to copy this. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to re-upload this one in. And then I'm going to use my magic expand and see if I can finish off the top of that hat. So click here. Go to edit. Go back over here to magic expand. I'm going to go and do freeform. And I just want it to finish to about right there. We're going to hit expand. We're going to let Canva's AI see if it will actually be able to finish the top. Okay. And that answered that question. No, it cannot. We will try one more time. I'm no longer hopeful that it's going to work. That's so... Oh, ooh, wait a minute. Can we... I don't know. It is close. We'll try one more time. Okay. I mean, it is close. Like that one not, but like these are close. And so I don't know. I'm sure that we could actually take these probably back through Nano Banana. But yeah, I think Canva's AI is having trouble with the pixel style. I think with another style, you might get closer. But we'll say that one's okay. I might pull that back in Nano Banana and fix it if I decide to use these emotes because I am liking the direction of these. But again, we can control D and anyway, we can just keep going through all our emotes. We're triple clicking in, we're dragging, and I'll just slide over to like maybe this, sad one, just like this. Maybe I will cut out the bottom of that, just like that. And there we have this one, right? And so as you can see, we can keep going through all of these emotes, as many as we want that's on this page. Now to download these, we're just gonna go to share. We're gonna go right over here where it says download and make sure you have a PNG with a transparent file. Then you can go right here under pages and choose just the pages that you want. You don't have to select all. Choose, page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and download those. Hit download, and you're going to download those in a PNG file that you can upload to Twitch. Now, let me show you how to resize them if you do need to resize them. So just in case, Twitch does require you to do the 112 by 112, 56 by 56, and I think 28 by 28. You can actually, assuming you have Canva Pro, which I think actually export in transparent, you do need Canva Pro. Don't worry. If you don't have Canva Pro, I'll have a link down below to get you a 30-day free trial of Canva Pro, make your emotes, and then cancel it. That's fine, right? So to do this, you'll need Canva Pro, but you can go right here to resize. And then what we can do is we can go to custom size and we can set this to, 112 by 112. Then we can hit just copy and resize. And it's going to create a brand new document that is now all resized down to 112 by 112, right? And so all of my emotes are here and they're already sized correctly. Maybe I want to make them a little bit larger to fill this out, right? But then I go through and I export them just like we did a second ago, and now they're in the correct size. Once you get all these done, you can hit resize again, go to custom size, go to 56 by 56, and you're done. So with that, I really hope that video was helpful. I hope you're able to make some really, really cool custom emotes. I am thrilled with how mine have come out. And so if you do make some, make sure you join my Discord. I'll have it linked down below. Go to the Share Your Art channel and share what you've made. I'd love to check it out. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and follow me over on Twitch. We do these videos live on stream. So if you want to hang out over there, ask any questions about Canva, give any input, I welcome you joining me over there. Anyway, I appreciate you. I hope to see you in the next one.